His MVP. Golf swing, right field. Forget about it. Rangers strike first. Goes after the first one. Drills a high fly ball. Left center field. This game is tied. From Javier. Seager hits a high fly ball. Deep right field. A bomb into first. Swing. Drive. It's tied. Seager smashes the ball down the line. Goodbye. Now Seager to right center field, way back there. Shot again. Corey Seager does it again. It's Texas Rangers win the World Series. The Willie Mays Most Valuable Player Trophy presented by Chevrolet. Is there any doubt? Corey Seager.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of Right on Rangers Live, coming at you in the bottom of the 7th inning. 4-0 good, guys. Let's go. Rangers pitching has been phenomenal over the past 2 days. Pitching didn't miss a beat coming out of the All-Star break. Bats might have looked a little rusty last night. Coming to life today, though. The pitching, though, has been on point. But that's just kind of typical 2025 season for you, am I right? Right now, Rangers, bottom of the 7th. Jonah Heim up to bat, 2-2 count. Herder, what a name for a pitcher, man. Herder up on the mound right now, trying to get the Rangers out in the 7th inning. And he's going to start out well, retiring Jonah Heim, who strikes out swinging. And that is going to turn it over to the top of the order. Heim was pinch hitting for Osuna. Osuna 0 for 1 on the day with a walk. He heads to the bench, just like Jonah Heim after that strikeout. Oh, Heim's face was classic after that strikeout. Walking back to the bench, man. Put that in the Louvre of disappointment, right? That nailed it perfectly. We're going to finish out the game with you guys. Really excited. We are actually going to be heading to the Aviator Stadium after the show today. We're going to watch John Gray. We're going to watch Josh Young take on the Las Vegas Aviators, Round Rock, out in Vegas for a little 3-game set with the A's AAA team, the Aviators. So that is going to be a blast. I'm really looking forward to that. I think I kind of told y'all last night, the fam cannot last a full 9, so we're going to be a little late to the game, and we're going to leave a little bit early, but we'll catch the middle innings. Don't know how many innings Gray is set to go, but it'll be good to see him out there. Good to see Josh Young. Looking forward to seeing all the other young guys as well. There are quite a few AAA dudes having really high quality years. Cody Freeman was one of them. He's up with the big league club at this point. And there are quite a few others as well. A lot of pitchers. Peyton Gray, another guy that comes to mind. A lot of dudes having good years on the AAA squad. So I am looking forward to getting a peek at them tonight. First time this season I'll have seen Round Rock in action. It's about the only time I get a chance to do it, so it should be fun. Josh Smith is going to ground out to shortstop here, and we will have Corey Seager. 20-game on-base streak. Corey Seager coming up to bat. Awesome stuff. He is 1 for 3. Had the RBI that got the Rangers a 4-run lead. He's going to line out sharply here, though. Corey Seager, in typical fashion, 101 off the bat, just right at somebody. That easily could have been a gap shot, a little left, a little right, but right at the center fielder. And the Rangers are retired in the bottom of the 7th. So we'll go to the top of the 8th. We'll see if Hobie Milner hangs out for a little bit or if they are going to go to the pen once again. Kumar Rocker, we're going to talk about him in just a little bit. Rock had an outstanding start today. And I know that there was some maybe a bad taste in some's mouth after the Angels start, but I'm going to tell you why Kumar Rocker has been right up there with Jacob deGrom and Nate Eovaldi, giving us elite pitching over the last 2 months. More on that in a little bit. First, here at Right on Rangers, we cover everything Texas sports, but we put a big emphasis on the Rangers during MLB season. And thank you so much for choosing Right on Rangers for all of your Texas Rangers content. Drop a comment, drop a question. During the game, might be a little hit or miss, admittedly, but after the game is over, we will do, for sure, a lot of comments. Want to hear from you guys, what you're thinking, what you're seeing out there. Always love keeping the show fresh with comments from all the good people taking their time to tune in to the show. Thank you so much for your support of the channel. All right, Kumar Rocker. I sent this out to the boys in the Discord. Kumar Rocker, almost 28 innings pitched since his June 15th start against the White Sox. Kumar Rocker, since June 15th. You take out the Angels start, by the way. There's 6 total starts. Include tonight, include every start since June 15th, but you subtract the Angels start. Bro has a sub-2 ERA, almost 28 innings pitched, sub-2 ERA, 1.95 to be exact, 1.01 whip, 25 strikeouts. Bro has been dominant. He has been dominant since June 15th. One bad start against the Angels right before the All-Star break. It did leave a bad taste, I think, in a lot of Rangers fans' mouths, but you go wide lens. He has been one of the more dominant players since the month of June, really since middle of June. Last month, Kumar has been on an outstanding run. The Angels start was not ideal. You really would have loved to have seen him lock down a team that I don't think is really all that great, but it happens. Jacob Webb, by the way, on to throw right now. He's going to replace Hobie Milner. Kumar Rocker, definitely, we talked about this last night, definitely would need to continue this kind of play to stick in the rotation. I don't want to be prisoner of the moment, but you got John Gray coming back. You've got Tyler Mahle coming back. I think there is a scenario where he hangs in the rotation as your 4th or 5th starter. And we said it on the live last night. It would actually probably be more ideal if he did work out as a starting pitcher. Then you can potentially use John Gray in high leverage spots. You've still got Tyler Mahle coming back as well. There are a lot of different scenarios here, but you'd love to make it an even tougher decision with Kumar Rocker continuing to throw like this. Great stuff from Kumar. I just cannot sing his praises enough after an outing like this. You're going up against one of the best teams in baseball. I know the Tigers have the best record in baseball technically. I don't really view the Tigers as the best team in baseball. I mean, I don't know if you guys do or not, and I know that sounds like shade and disrespect, but I'm just trying to be objective here. I think you can definitely look at the record and kind of blanket statement, they're the best team in baseball. I have never felt at any point this season like the Tigers were the team to beat. I know they have Tarik Skubal. We're going to see a lot of him tomorrow, but I never felt that way. They don't have an intimidating offense. They've got some nice players on offense. It's not intimidating. You look up and down their lineup. Yes, they have Riley Green, who was an all-star. Yes, they have a few guys that you want to be careful about, but nobody on the Tigers in the offensive side do I really fear or worry about. You've got to be careful. You can't just treat them like a bunch of scrubs and throw them meatballs. Of course, they're going to hit mistakes, but you don't really look up and down their lineup, at least tonight for sure, and think to yourself, man, this is a vaunted elite offensive crew, regardless of what the numbers say. Maybe I'm on an island, but that is how I felt a lot when I look at this Tigers team. Clearly, they're playing well. Don't want to take anything away from them, but I do not think that the Tigers are the best team in baseball. They're showing the Sunday night matchup here. First pitch is at 4:10 on ESPN. Sunday night baseball, baby. You can't get better than that. Skubal versus Evo. I think that you are definitely going to have a lot clearer picture of who the best pitcher in baseball is after tomorrow night. Evo comes out and shoves. Rangers get a few runs off Skubal. I think the narrative starts to shift. I really hope the Rangers can find a way to beat Skubal tomorrow night and Evo just dominates out there. You'll see the narrative shift pretty quickly. On Sunday Night Baseball, with everybody watching, the only game on at that time, if Evo comes out and shoves, the Rangers can manage a few runs off of Skubal. I think you are going to see some narratives nationwide start to shift a little bit. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but that is how I feel. Keep going, Natalie. I'm with you. Rocker's been terrific. Christina, appreciate you. Thank you for tuning into the show. Brian, yes, sir. Gem tonight. Yeah, outside of the one start, Slam to Jackson, appreciate you, man. Good to see you. Outside of that one start against the Angels, bro has been completely dominant. Completely dominant since June 15th. You're talking, again, 195 ERA, 101 whip. You take out the Angels start, and then you look at Kumar's 5 starts beyond the Angels start. They're elite numbers. He has been up there with Jacob deGrom and Nathan Eovaldi as one of the best Rangers pitchers since the middle of June. All right, let's keep going here. Do I use Gray in the bullpen for a few games to get back? It just kind of depends. I think the Rockers start tonight, though. Brian, I think it's going to make the decision a lot more difficult. I think the Rockers start tonight is absolutely going to make things a little bit more difficult when it comes to what you do with the bullpen, what you do with John Gray. It's going to be nice to watch him tonight, by the way. I announced it at the beginning, but after the show tonight, we are literally going to hop in the car, drive about 15 minutes to the Aviator Stadium, and go watch Round Rock take on Las Vegas. It's going to be a lot of fun. John Gray making a rehab start tonight in Las Vegas. Of course, Josh Young is there, had a 3-run homer last night. Blaine Crim coming off a 2-home-run game last night as well. Craig Kimbrell got his first save with the Express last night. A lot happening in AAA baseball. Of course, Cody Freeman got the call of the show. So it's exciting times right now for the Rangers AAA squad. They've got some dudes down there. They've got some guys having really good seasons. So I'm looking forward to watching them right after we get off. Young, I think, is doing a little bit better. But I think the numbers still don't look great. He had a couple of Ks last night. He did have the big 3-run bomb. I think it doesn't look like he's doing awesome if you just look at the box score. Home run was definitely encouraging. Little Oppo Taco into the pool at the Vegas Aviator Stadium. They've got kind of that Diamondback style pool out there in right center field. It's a pretty nice ballpark, honestly. It's a beautiful ballpark. If you ever get a chance to go to it, highly recommend. I'm looking forward to it. We've been to one game, I want to say, earlier this year, but always try and get out to the stadium when Round Rock comes to town, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Watching some minor league baseball, hopefully watching a dub tonight. Rangers up 4-0 in the bottom of the 8th. Simeon up to bat right now. Hernandez on to pitch for Detroit. So let's finish this one out, shall we? Let's finish this one out right now. Let's see, a bit out of the loop. Who is this Cody Freeman I'm hearing about? Cody's been dominating in AAA. 315, mid-8 OPS, about 860 OPS, 12 bombs, 54 RBI, got some good plus speed, plays multiple positions. This would be my comp. I think Cody Freeman is the right-handed Josh Smith, if that helps you out. That's what I see him as. A guy that can drive the ball out of the ballpark. Maybe he's got a little more pop than Josh Smith. I think he's a guy that can drive the ball out of the ballpark, got some wheels, can play a really, really good left side, right side of the infield. He played catcher a little bit when he was at AA Frisco. I am really excited for Cody Freeman. I hope he gets to make the debut tomorrow. Tough to do it against the best pitcher, one of the best pitchers in baseball, Tarik Skubal. But you know what? Maybe it's going to be his coming out party on Sunday Night Baseball. That'd be a lot of fun. But I imagine Cody Freeman gets his first Major League at bat tomorrow night on ESPN. Wouldn't that be awesome? You go yard against Tarik Skubal in your first Major League at bat. Not trying to put some pressure on the kid, but you know what we like to do here. We like to manifest things. We like to say things out loud, get the ball rolling, and let's hope that there's a big moment in store for us tomorrow night with Cody Freeman. Hopefully, probably making the Major League debut. You would think Boch is probably going to try and load the lineup with righties. So we'll see what happens. By the way, Marcus Semien popped out to first base. Dolly is up right now. Let's look at the box score a little bit here. Adolis Garcia, 1 for 3 on the day with a single. It's actually been a pretty quiet day for the offense. We've had a few big hits. It's a very typical Texas Rangers offensive night. Big hit, big home run from Rodwy Tellez in the second inning, a 3-run no-doubter bomb that ended up in the Rangers bullpen. Beyond that, it's been really quiet. Corey Seager had a nice RBI. Rangers were able to work a couple of walks in that 5th inning, but they only have 4 hits on the night. Only 4 hits on the night, man. It's not, I wouldn't say it is super awesome offensive performance if I'm being a little bit nitpicky. You've still seen the Rangers offense scuffle a little bit. Smith was 0 for. Simeon is now 0 for 7 in this series. He does have a walk tonight. Evan Carter 0 for 2. Wyatt Langford 0 for 3. We had Osuna getting subbed out. He was 0 for 1 with a walk. So not a great night for the offense. Rodwy Tellez had a great night. Corey Seager extending the on-base streak to 20 games. He had a good night. But the rest of the offense still coming along a little bit. What do I think about Rowdy? I definitely think that tonight is going to help a lot with the welcoming of Rodwy Tellez to the Rangers organization. Easy guy to get behind, man. What a hoss, too. Dude is huge. I said this last night. He was like standing next to Josh Smith at one point during the broadcast. Dude looks like a giant. By the way, Doley grounds out. Keith flips it over to Torkelson, and there's 2 outs here. Evan Carter up to bat right now, looking for his first hit of the game. I don't think Rodwy Tellez is going to kill it or, light the world on fire as a member of the Rangers, but if you can get a few bombs like this, a few big hits out of him, you'll take that all day long. I imagine it's going to be kind of this type of production. It's going to be kind of boom or bust with Rowdy. And the boom is going to feel great. It's going to feel awesome. I don't know how consistent Rowdy is going to be, but you'll take every big hit like this that you can get from the big guy, man. You'll take it all. Rodwy Tellez, 6'4", 270. 6'4", 270, man. Incredible. Look, here's how I feel about tomorrow. Big T, appreciate the comment. The Tigers have not scored a run, knock on wood. Loudly knocking on wood right now. The Tigers have not scored a run yet in this series. So from that perspective, I think you've got to feel positive about the Rangers, Nathan Eovaldi, his ability to shut down the Tigers lineup. On the other side, what are you going to be able to do against Tarik Skubal? Corey Seager is 6 for 9 off Skubal in his career. Is that good? I think so. Corey Seager is on a really hot streak right now. Evan Carter is going to strike out to end the inning. He's 0 for 3 now on the evening, and we head to the top of the 9th. And there are a couple of other guys that actually have some decent numbers. We talked about it on the show Thursday night before the second half started. There are some guys that have hit home runs off Tarik Skubal. I think Jonah Heim has a home run off Tarik Skubal. I'll tell you guys about a couple others. We're going to preview the Skubal-Evo matchup at the end of the show tonight. There's some dudes in this Rangers lineup that have actually taken Skubal deep. So I think that tomorrow you've got to feel pretty confident with the momentum that Texas is rolling with. You hold on tonight, you win the series, and then you go into Sunday Night Baseball playing with house money and one of, if not your best pitcher throwing, with a Tigers offense that has not been able to put anything together in this series. I think you got to feel pretty good. You got to feel pretty good about the Rangers' chances. I'm not sitting here quaking in my boots over Tarik Skubal. Dude has given up 4 earned runs in 2 of his past 4 starts. The A's got to him for 4 runs. The Mariners got to him for 4 runs. Now, he does have a couple of other dominant starts mixed into those 4. But my point is, he's a guy that you can hit around depending on the evening. It doesn't happen more often than not. But I think that tomorrow is going to be an interesting game. I definitely don't feel like the Rangers are out of it. And you know what? If you like to bet a little bit, it might be a nice night to get some good value on the Rangers. I can only imagine Skubal is going to cause the Tigers to be a really big favorite. So I think tomorrow, if you like to hop on the sports betting apps and do your thing, might be a good night to take Texas. Good value, I think, with the Rangers, if I had to guess. Now, let's go ahead and let's lock in top of the 9th inning. I'll check some comments during the commercial break here. We keep on going. Rangers wearing the Sunday baby blues. I would think they will, although Sunday Night Baseball, maybe they'll do something different. That's actually a really good point. Sunday Night Baseball might do something different here. Hey, we got Riley Green homering here. Jacob Webb, buddy, you can't do that, man. I mean, 85-mile-an-hour changeup right over the heart of the plate. There you go. 4-1. Riley Green, come on now. We don't need the fist in the air, man. You're down 4-1. Scoreboard, baby. Scoreboard. It's unfortunate. You wonder now if Bochy is going to probably start to use some of the big guns. You really wanted Jacob Webb to just close this thing out. I think that is the plan. However, if somebody else gets on, you got to get something going here. Got to get something going. All right, look. Jacob Webb, I'm not going to hold it against the pitching staff. Webb has not been terrible, but just not my favorite, man. Just not my favorite. That's what I mean, Brian. Like, they will hit mistakes, and when you throw an 85-mile-an-hour changeup up and over the plate, that's what's going to happen. That is 100% what's going to happen. Here's a ground ball, and we're going to get our first out of the ball game, or excuse me, of the inning. Whew, long day. But McKinstry is retired. Chris Martin's getting warmed up. That's not what you wanted to do, man. You don't want to use Chris Martin. You're going to have to probably use high leverage guys tomorrow. I don't want Chris Martin to have to get used tonight. Come on, Webb. Figure it out, bro. That's the last thing you want. Tomorrow, when you got Skubal and Evo going, you know it's going to be a tight game. You want to have your horses ready on Sunday Night Baseball. Webb is going to throw one outside here. McKinstry up to bat right now. My mistake on that. They retired Torkelson before McKinstry. McKinstry up right now. He's 0 for 3 on the night. 1-1 count. Right down the middle, man. There's another changeup. It was a little lower, but Webb likes this changeup. He's throwing it over the heart of the plate a little bit too much for my liking right now, though. Kumar Rocker, really good start, Colin. I'm with you. Bo, it feels like Jacob Webb does give up a bomb every time he comes in, 100%. Yeah, I knocked on wood. For anybody that's trying to say that I jinxed it, I was very upfront. Knocked on wood about 10 times. If you want to blame me, I'll take it. I'll wear it. But you know what? We can't shy away from everything here on the show. We wouldn't be very direct. Let me put it to you that way. So we just got to come right at it sometimes. We try to knock on wood to avoid the jinxes. It doesn't always work out. Doesn't always work out. Confidence in Robert Garcia is, I think in a game like this, fairly high, but a 3-run lead, you're going to feel pretty good about just about anyone. I would really like Webb to finish out this game. Like, you don't want to use Chris Martin here. You don't want to use it. You want Chris Martin available tomorrow night. You're going to have probably a tight game tomorrow, a 1 or 2 run ball game, or a tied ball game, if I had to guess. So you want everybody at your disposal tonight. You really do. McJowers, I wouldn't mind it, but I don't want Martin coming in. That's the only thing. I would have loved for them to have gone a different direction here. I don't know who was available tonight or who wasn't. I would have loved for them to have gone a different direction. No Martin, no Garcia. Figure it out with somebody else. If Cole Winn was still around, Cole Winn actually got touched up for a run or two last night in Vegas. But if Cole Winn was around, I'd love to give it to a guy like him. I actually kind of wondered if Bosley was going to come in to pitch for the ninth with the 4-run lead. I wouldn't have mind seeing Bosley fresh, clean inning. We'll see if Webb can make it through here, man. Really want to see that happen. We got a 2-strike count, 3-2. Let's see if Webb can make a quality pitch here. And we are going to get a line drive to left field. Well hit, but Langford is there. And we are down to our final out of the ball game. That was squared up. 102, and Langford made an incredible play, man. He made an incredible play. Woo! Thank you, Wyatt. Thank you for being one of the fastest players in Major League Baseball. Oh, man. Yeah, H.H. Grove, man. Same wavelength, baby. Yeah, Cole Winn. This would be like perfect Cole Winn spot if we still had him. Bring him in the ninth with the 4-run lead. Let him get 3 outs for you. What an incredible catch from Wyatt. Webb is getting squared up this inning. He's getting squared up. Like, I think with 2 outs, you can probably afford to allow him to get maybe 1 runner on. After that, you got to have somebody ready to go. But you'd love for Webb to get this last out. You don't want to use Martin, man. Do not want to use Martin. 2 squared up baseballs, though, on Jacob Webb. I know that the numbers, every time I trash talk Webb, it feels like the numbers say he's doing awesome. Look, 3.80 ERA is not terrible. It's not awesome for a relief pitcher, but it's not terrible. You know, over 450. You know, you're in the mid 3s. You can probably live with guys like that. You're not going to have everybody in your pen sub 3 ERA. It's just not going to happen. Appreciate the follow. Thank you, Nate. Appreciate that. We are down, by the way, to our last strike here. Fans, those fans behind home plate, get on your feet. What are you doing? I know you paid like $1,000 for those seats, but come on now. Get on your feet. Y'all seeing this too? Let's go. Final strike of the game. Get on your feet. I don't care how much you paid for your tickets. Get on your feet. Here's the pitch. High and tight, and we are going to go to full count here. We are going to go to a full count here, and let's see if Webb can get out of this one. Veerling up to bat right now. He is 1 for 1. Here's the pitch incoming. We are going to get a pop-up. Higgy, get under it, baby. Higgy is there. And the Rangers win the series against the best team in baseball, the Detroit Tigers, and have now won yet another series. They split against the Angels. They beat Houston. Now they win against Detroit. What is this? Is this 8 of their last 10 or 11 series they've won? It's got to be something like that. I think it's 8 of their last 11. They have now won. I think they're 8-2-1 over their last 11 series. Man, you love to see it. Love to see it. Maybe they're 8-3-1 over their last 12, something like that. I think they dropped the San Diego series. I don't know. I think it's 8-3-1. 8-3-1 is what we're going with. Maybe somebody can confirm there. 8-3-1 in their last 12 series. How about it? How about it? I like Texas. Cue the music, baby. And let's go get a series sweep tomorrow on Sunday Night Baseball. We don't care about no freaking Tarik Skubal. We got Nathan Eovaldi on the bump. The ERA leader in Major League Baseball. Let's go. Let's go. Rocker, 4-4 now on the year. Lowers the ERA to 5.66. Kumar Rocker has been incredible. In 5 of his last 6 starts, bro's been dominant. He's given up 2 earned runs or less in 5 of his last 6 starts. Angels start before the All-Star break. Really the only blemish in the month of June and July on Kumar Rocker. Rock has been phenomenal. And in those 5 of 6 starts, right, you take out the Angels series, bro has a sub-2 ERA, a 101 whip. The numbers are DeGrom-like. They're Evo-like. I mean, I'm not speaking in hyperbole right now. He is up there with Jacob DeGrom and Nathan Eovaldi when you compare the numbers over the course of June and July, and it is outstanding to see. Look, Rangers dealing with some pitching injuries. John Gray hopefully going to be back here in a week or so, starting in Round Rock tonight. Going to go watch him right after the show. Hope to see him for at least an inning or 2. Should be fun. You got Tyler Mahle coming back sometime in August. You'd love the Rangers to have a tough decision on their hands. Red hats. I got the red hat. I appreciate that a couple of y'all noticed. We try to match here on the show. We're nerdy like that. We try and match it. Tomorrow we'll bust out the baby blue. I'm assuming we're going baby blue tomorrow. But maybe with Sunday Night Baseball, Brian, you and I were talking earlier, maybe you're going to go a little bit of a different route with the national audience. I just say, come on, just keep it baby blue, man. You don't got to do anything different. We'll see, though. Maybe Evo has something in mind. I know sometimes they mix it up a little bit based on the starting pitcher. Maybe Evo's got something else in mind. But you love it. Tomorrow, Sunday Night Baseball, if you lose tomorrow, which I think the Rangers have a really good chance to sweep tomorrow, even though Tarik Skubal's pitching. If you lose tomorrow, you were kind of supposed to, in a way. Tarik Skubal, known by many as being one of the best pitchers in baseball. Many believe he's the best. I don't. That's a debate for another day. Give me DeGrom, give me Evo over Skubal. So I feel great tomorrow, but if you lose, if you drop it to Skubal, I don't think anybody should be having a meltdown, right? Nobody should be having a meltdown over a loss to Tarik Skubal. It depends on what happens. I guess it depends on the game, but you're not going to see me tripping over an L to Tarik Skubal. However, I think the Rangers have a really good chance to bust out the brooms and go 3-0 on the Tigers. Right now, Rangers are 4-1 against the Tigers season series. Have a chance to go 5-1 if they can win tomorrow. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Keep an eye on Cole Drake. Big Bird, yeah. Cole Drake has been killing it. He has been killing it this year. I think he had one rough start in AAA. I think it was his first start, actually. It was a little rough for Cole Drake, but I think he's had a couple of good starts since. So, hey, hopefully he can be a guy, maybe 26, 27 at the latest. You're going to see Cole Drake in a Rangers uni. Would love that. Would love that. Status on Berger, I think he is going to be returning within the next couple of weeks, but you know how it goes. And the Rangers don't always give you super specific information. I'm not on the page of some other Rangers creators out there with the conspiracy theories and all that stuff with the Rangers and how they deal with injuries. Look, all I've said is the Rangers have had a lot of injuries over the past 2 seasons. I don't know what you're doing injury prevention-wise. I don't know what you're doing strength, conditioning, all that good stuff. But a lot of injuries. A lot of injuries. May want to reevaluate. That's about the extent of what I've said. But hopefully you're going to get Berger back within a week and a half, 2 weeks. Hopefully Jock Peterson will be coming back here within the next 2-3 weeks as well. Rangers do have some reinforcements on the way. All right, let me keep going here. Bust out the red jerseys. Man, that would be wild. I love those red jerseys, by the way. Love the red jerseys. Red hats with the baby blue? I don't know, man. I don't know. 500. Yes, sir. Forgot about that. Over 500. Whew. Feels good. It feels good. I do think we're going to see Cody Freeman tomorrow. I can imagine Boch is probably going to load the lineup up with righties. Cody Freeman is right-handed. You figure maybe he plays third base. Maybe Josh Smith gets the day off. I don't know, something like that. Maybe I can imagine it's probably going to be Foscue at first base and probably Cody Freeman at third. I think you're going to see Tellez and Smith probably head to the bench tomorrow against Tarik Skubal, tough lefty. And you'll see the young kids get an opportunity. Just throwing them right in the fire, man. Have fun. Tarik Skubal, go. Here's your platoon opportunity. Rough for Cody Freeman, man. You love to see him face somebody a little bit more low-key in his Major League debut. I'm assuming it's going to be tomorrow, but you know what? I got confidence in the young kid. Like I said earlier in the show, it would be freaking epic if he goes yard in the first AB. I would love it. And you heard it here first at Right on Rangers if it happens. Seriously. We keep going. Wyatt has grown a lot defensively. Natalie, I'm with you. Natalie, I can remember you and me talking about his defense last year. We were talking about his arm slot and the angle. We were talking about how he still needed to make some improvements in the offseason. He's been really, really good this year, I must say. John, my guy, good to see you. Yes, sir. Feel great about tomorrow. Look, if you lose, you were probably supposed to lose in the eyes of many. I would love to get the sweep tomorrow. You're not going to see me crashing out over a loss to Tarik Skubal, but I would love if the Rangers could pull it off. Absolutely. Absolutely. Jack, yes, sir, that Rowdy blast. Look, if you can get a couple big hits from Rowdy here and there, I think you'll take it. I don't know if he's going to be consistently good, a consistent contributor to this lineup, but all you need is a couple big blasts from the big guy here and there, and you'll take that. Austin, enjoy, man. Jealous. Very, very jealous, man. I wish I could be at that ball game. I'll settle for Round Rock versus Las Vegas tonight, but I wish I could be there tomorrow. Vic, good to see you, man. Love the Rangers as well. Appreciate the comment, my guy. Yeah, that was a no-doubter. When it left the bat, you're like, oh, that's going a long way, man. That's going to go a long way. And sure enough, Tellez is from Seattle. He is, I want to say, who else did he play for? Pittsburgh, too. Played for Pittsburgh, played for Seattle. Hey, appreciate the gifts. Action Jacks. Big D51, appreciate the gifts as well, brother. Thank you so much. Big Bird, there you go. Cole Drake, man, root for him. That'll work. Everybody's welcome here. I always say that, man. Fans from all backgrounds. Yeah, Mariners DFA'd him. That's right. Bunch of y'all are going to the game tomorrow. It's making me jealous left and right. Red Hats, baby blue. I'm going to have to look it up. I can see it. White pants. What are we doing? White pants? I don't know. I got to see it all together. I'm going to have to look it up. Yeah, Cody Freeman is a very promising player. Look, very, very promising. He's hit well the past 2 seasons. 315 average at AAA, 861 OPS, 12 bombs, 54 RBI. This is a dude that almost walks as often as he strikes out. That's probably the thing I love about Cody Freeman the most. Bro has like 31 strikeouts this year and 27 walks. This is kind of becoming a bit of a unicorn type stat in the game today. But that's probably what I love about Cody Freeman the most. Puts the ball in play. And I'll knock on wood to not jinx him for tomorrow, but whatever. He's facing Tarik Skubal. If he strikes out a couple of times, sue the guy. But he puts the ball in play consistently. That's what I love about his game. He's got some wheels. He's versatile. I've pretty much coined him as the right-handed version of Josh Smith. I would love to see him have a great game tomorrow. I'm going to keep the expectations low, mainly because you're facing off against one of the best pitchers in baseball. Brian, I'm with you. Could we just not embarrass ourselves on the national stage? Please. Mick Jowers, I'll check out the Discord right after the show, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not opposed. We keep going. Talking about strikeouts, did I see Dolly swinging at everything? Yeah, this is how Dolly goes, though, right? We knew this about Dolly. He is going to have these epic streaks where you're like, this is one of the best players in baseball. Like in the Houston series, Adolis Garcia, you're like, bro is one of the best players in baseball, straight up. And then you have games like yesterday and today where you're like, dude, what are you doing up at the plate, man? What are you seeing? This is how it works with Adolis Garcia, and you just got to deal with it. I think the Rangers are most likely going to be keeping him, especially with their play right now. With how they're playing right now, you beat Houston. You've now beat Detroit in this series. You're going to make it tough on the front office to not make some kind of significant move at the deadline. Tellez is the key, Levi. I don't know about that. I love what I saw from him today. Clearly, he was the key today. I don't know if he's going to be the key moving forward. In my mind, you're going to get some big hits from Tellez. I just don't know how consistently they're going to come. It's just not going to surprise me. Bro has a 200 average, maybe sub 2, but he's got a few bombs. And you're going to take that from Rowdy Tellez. You're going to take that all day long. I don't think he's going to be in a Rangers uniform forever. I would love for him to just go on an epic tear. And, hey, I'm proven wrong. But the reality is, with the injuries, you got Josh Young working his way back up. Berger's going to be back. Jock Peterson's going to be back. I don't see Tellez really surviving long-term in Arlington. But he keeps doing this. Maybe. You never know. We do need a bat and a closer. Closer's going to be the priority. Or if you would, I would just caution, don't get wrapped up in the word closer. I think the Rangers are going to go out and try and get a high leverage arm, whatever that means. I don't think that they're going to go bona fide closer route. I think they're going to look for a guy that's pitched in the 8th inning. Maybe he's pitched a little bit in the 9th inning, having a good year. not necessarily a household name. That would be my best guess. Maybe they'll shock us and go out and get one of the bigger closers in the game. Maybe they'll go get Clase, a little reunion with Emmanuel Clase. Anybody? And then maybe throw in a Stephen Kwan too. There you go. I'll take a Stephen Kwan. I said it during the All-Star game. Give me a team full of Stephen Kwans, and you're going to win a lot of baseball games. Puts the ball in play, fast on the base paths, does not make a ton of mental mistakes at all. I would love if we went out and got Clase and Stephen Kwan. That to me works. I think you don't really need to go out and get like this prodigious power hitter. You just need a guy that doesn't strike out, puts the ball in play, and keeps it 100 when it comes to the mental side of the game. If they can get a player like that on the offensive side, I'm down for it. And look, obviously I'd like to see them do a little bit more than what they did at the last deadline. You know, Carson Kelly is a nice player. I don't want to sound like I'm disrespecting or trashing him by any means. He's having a great season. In fact, I'd love to have Carson Kelly this year. Bro's killing it for the Cubs. But I'd like to see them go and get a little bit more of a name with the bat. And I think you could probably settle then for a reliever that's not necessarily household name, but is having a great year in high leverage, pressureful moments. That's my plan for the trade deadline, at least. Ace closer, yeah, Trent, I'm not down with selling the farm for Mason Miller. I don't think that would be very wise at this point. Mason Miller is outstanding. I think there's a number of teams. I heard this reported a couple of days ago. I think there's a number of teams that want to turn Mason Miller into a starting pitcher. I don't know about all that, but I don't think the Rangers want to give up Mason Miller style prospects. I don't think they want to give away the amount of capital that's going to be needed to get Mason Miller. Jack, appreciate that. Yeah, Cody Freeman is awesome. I think that he's a great guy, good family, really interesting family story, pretty heartwarming. I'm cheering for him, man. And that was crazy. Bro was in a Vegas casino. Coach is calling him, and in Vegas, when you're at the table, you obviously can't answer the phone, so he sends it to voicemail. Apparently, he didn't have his head coach's number in his phone. I don't know how that happens. How do you not have your head coach's number in your phone? I don't know. But either way, head coach hits him up. Man, this is Doug. You're going to the show. And the rest is history. Dude was sitting right next to his dad at the table. Parents watched from a Vegas sportsbook. And I think they're going to be in town tomorrow to watch the game. So really cool story, 100%. Really cool story. We keep riding. Let's see. Yeah, I know some people are getting confused. Charlie Freeman and, Freddie Freeman, all that stuff. Now, although Cody Freeman does have an older brother, I think his name is Tyler, who plays for the Colorado Rockies. So this is a baseball family. Cody, he comes from some good pedigree. I'm really rooting hard for him. I hope tomorrow goes well. I'm assuming he gets the start tomorrow against the lefty, Josh Smith. Rodwy Tellez probably to the bench in all likelihood. We keep riding. As a Tigers fan, these games are hard to watch. Hunter, honestly, what you're watching right now is what Rangers fans had to watch for a majority of the season. Really pretty solid pitching from you guys tonight. I know Montero got hit around a little bit. But largely, look, the Tigers have given up 6 runs in 2 games. That's really pretty good. That's above average. And the offense just not doing anything. It's literally carbon copy what the Rangers would do in the first half of majority of their games. Hunter, appreciate you hanging out, though. Thanks for the comment, my guy. What do I think the Rangers are going to do in free agency? Really curious about that. It depends on what they do dealing players at the deadline and in the offseason. But I imagine they are going to try to open up some capital to make some type of run for a guy like Kyle Tucker. There's a couple other big name free agents as well. I think CY is going to position himself to make a big swing in free agency. I really do. Clearly, you've got Osuna. You've got some guys down on the farm that could come up and take a spot. Sebastian Walcott comes to mind. Cody Freeman. There are some guys, man. There are some guys that you could potentially bring up. Hey, breaking news right now. Really, really disappointing. I'm sorry to have to deliver this to you. I'm just getting a notification right now that Jacob Latz is going to be starting tomorrow night. Nathan Eovaldi is dealing with some back tightness, and Jacob Latz is going to be your Sunday Night Baseball starter tomorrow. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, man. That sucks. Evan Grant, Kennedy Landry, just tweeting that out right now. Nate Eovaldi dealing with some back tightness, precautionary. They're going to push back his start. No further details at this time. Unfortunate, but we ride with Jacob Latz. He's been pitching well. Not the showdown we wanted to see on Sunday Night Baseball, clearly. But we don't want to see Evo push it. It's not worth it at this point. You want Evo for October. Jacob Latz, I think, is going to give you a quality game. Maybe it's not going to be what Evo gave you or could give you. But here we go. Here we go. Sucks. Still going to be great, man. It's still going to be a great atmosphere and environment. But I wish Evo was going tomorrow. I really do. All right. What an outing by Rocker Cross. I'm with you. What starting pitchers can the Rangers get in free agency? There's a few guys. I think Flaherty is going to be a free agent. I think he did a one-year deal. Flaherty is going to be a free agent. There's a couple other in there as well. I'll try and look it up live. Let's see. Baseball, free agents, starting pitching. Let's see what pulls up, all right? I'll keep going with comments. Cross, it's kind of what I've said, honestly. Like, it's just tough because you've got so many injuries over a year and a half's worth of time. Look, I'm not tinfoil conspiracy theory guy, but I will say the number of injuries the Rangers have sustained over the past couple of seasons, it's a lot. You do have older players. You've got DeGrom, you've got Evo, both mid to late 30s. It's going to happen when you have older players. It just is. But it's unfortunate. And it feels like it's happening often, sadly. Look, here are some free agents. I'm going to try and mow through a little bit here just so we don't have to sit here and listen to like 30 names. So here's who we've got that I think is going to be probably fairly sought after. You got, let's see, just trying to mow through here as best I can. Michael King is a free agent, San Diego. Tyler Mahle, of course. Ranger Suarez is a free agent. Dylan Cease is a free agent. Zach Gallen is a free agent. Of course, John Gray is a free agent. Let's see. Framber Valdez is a free agent. My goodness. Okay, we got some good free agent pitching coming into the mix here. Nick Martinez, former Ranger, he's a free agent. Let's see, who else? Zach Eflin is a free agent. He's had a little bit of a rough year, but he's a free agent. Merrill Kelly is a free agent. Eric Fetty is a free agent. Andrew Heaney is going to be a free agent again. You've got some options, basically. So I'm sure the Rangers will go out and get somebody in free agency. Re-sign Mahle? I don't know. I have mixed feelings about re-signing Mahle. I just feel like he's been hurt too much. I would probably part ways with Mahle. Unless you just really feel like he has got a long amount of health, a prolonged period of health ahead of him. I don't know if I'm going to re-sign Mahle. Who should you be watching? Frisco? Well, I mean, there's a number of guys down there that you should probably keep your eye on. Walcott is probably the biggest one, right? Sebastian Walcott, he's been playing a lot of shortstop, a lot of third base. He is definitely one that I would be watching front and center. I wonder who's going to be pitching. I don't know who will be pitching. Do you have the game picked out yet? Either way, But there's a number of guys that I think Mitch Bratt is a guy who's been pitching really, really well. He's one I would keep my eye on. And then, obviously, there's some other dudes as well. Abimelec Ortiz. He was really, really fun to watch in spring training. Marcus Smith, Aaron Savala. There's a number of guys down at Frisco that I really, really enjoy watching. Tomorrow was supposed to be peak. It really was. Hey, Daniel, appreciate the gifts, by the way. Thank you, my guy. Hey, guys, I want to encourage you. I want to give you a dose of positivity for the day. You probably already got a bunch, but come on now. We don't need to get negative about tomorrow's game. Look, if you've never been to Vegas and you've never played the tables, you don't know the experience of playing with house money, which is one of the most fun ways to play when you're in Vegas. The Rangers are playing with house money right now. You won the series. And against the best team in baseball, don't get greedy. You won 2 out of 3. If you get the sweep, it's gravy. It's the cherry on top. You were going up against one of the best pitchers in baseball anyways. It was going to be tough, even with Evo on the mound. Let's have fun with it, man. Jacob Latz has been quality over the last couple of months. You never know. Baseball's a beautiful game. Any given night, you can rough somebody up that is having a great year. Look, the Mariners did it to Skubal. The A's did it to Skubal. Both the A's and the Mariners in the past month put up 4 spots on Tarik Skubal. Dude can get hit around, and the Rangers have 3 or 4 guys that have taken Skubal deep in the lineup. It's going to be okay. Keep the vibes up, right? Tomorrow is going to be a great night. Rangers on national television. I don't know. Don't start getting negative on me. Come on now. It's a great time to be a Rangers fan, and it's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow night. Would have loved to have seen Nathan Eovaldi on the bump, toe-to-toe against Tarik Skubal. I'll settle for Jacob Latz. I'm not going to be shocked. And I would say this again. The value just got even higher for taking Texas tomorrow. I like Texas's chances even without Evo. If you like to hop on and do some sports betting, it's not a bad game to take the Rangers. You're going to get a ton of value. Probably going to be 250. You're probably going to get 2.5 to 1, maybe even 3 to 1 on Texas tomorrow. I'll take that every time. Abimelec Ortiz, I already said Abimelec 100%. He is a guy that I thought was super fun to watch in spring training. Definitely keep your eye on him if you're at a Riders game. All right, we keep rolling. Jordan Montgomery, he is coming off of a Tommy John surgery. I don't know if I would touch him. Bieber, I know he's dealt with some injuries. Gallen is a dude I would love. Gallen's a dude I would love to go out and get. Gallen dominated in the World Series. Remember, he had a no-hitter against us until Corey Seager hit that little nubber off the end of the bat that just started the chaos, man. But Zach Gallen, I am really high on Zach Gallen. I know he's maybe not having as dominant of a year this year, but I'm super high on Zach Gallen. Love that guy. I would imagine I think they might be 250, honestly. With the Latz news coming out, I could see a 250. But I think it's going to be over 2 for sure, Ben. Dean Kramer, Dean for the Orioles, has had some ups and downs. He is a solid pitcher. I think CY, his forte, his strong suit is clearly finding the pitching gems, the diamonds in the rough. I trust CY, whatever he decides to do on the pitching side. And I told y'all this, I think about a week ago. I want to see CY go out and get a bona fide whatever, like outfielder, third baseman, first baseman. Go out and get a dude that can mash. Don't try and find the value. I feel like CY, when he tries to find value with the hitting, it just has not hit. But with the pitching, absolutely. I'd love to see him go and get a no-brainer free agent. If you can get Kyle Tucker, obviously, I would love to see them go out and get Kyle Tucker. But if you can't get Tucker, there's some other bats that I think are very interesting. Guys that, again, are no-brainers. You would love to have them on your squad. There's a number of them out there that you could go out and get. Clearly, a guy that's been in a lot of trade talks, Ryan O'Hearn. I just am not going to be like a value guy. I would not recommend being a value guy when it comes to the bats. I just don't think it's hit well for CY. Goldschmidt is a free agent. I mean, look, I know he's getting up there. Kyle Schwarber is the one, I think, or Real Muto. My top three, Real Muto, Schwarbs, or you go get Kyle Tucker. Go get one of those three guys. Real Muto, Schwarbs, or you go out and get King Tuck. That would be my top three right there. Pitched good today. Yeah, I did see that the Orioles were up. Absolutely. Pitching is definitely good enough for us to win it all this year. It's just whether or not the bats are going to come together. Yeah, Evo scratch tomorrow. We just talked about that. Keep the vibes up. Rangers still have a shot. Jacob Latz has been pitching well. I'm rolling with it. I still feel like the Rangers could scrape out a win. The Mariners, the A's, each were able to put 4 spots on Tarik Skubal. Jacob Latz pitching against an offense, a Detroit offense that hasn't been very good coming out of the All-Star break. I still think there's an opportunity for Texas to sweep. Call me crazy. Might have to drop a reel about it tomorrow. Call me crazy, but I think that the Rangers still have an opportunity. And maybe in the process, you knock Skubal down a couple notches. You kick DeGrom up a couple. I really think one of those two guys, Evo's not going to do it if he keeps hurting himself, but I think DeGrom or Evo take Cy Young this year. I really do. I really do. And the Rangers could help out both of those dudes by roughing up Tarik Skubal a little bit tomorrow. You'd love to see it. You would absolutely love to see it. All right, I got to preview the game for tomorrow. I'm going to preview that game for tomorrow, and then we are going to need to hit the road because we are going to check out the Aviators game tonight versus the Round Rock Express. It's starting in a couple of minutes. I told y'all, we got young kids right now. They don't sit through 9 innings of baseball. We still got probably 3 or 4 more years before that happens. So we're going to try and catch like the 4th, 5th, 6th, maybe the 7th inning. We're going to catch the middle innings. Maybe I'll miss John Gray. I hope I get maybe 1 inning of Gray. I don't know how many he's planning to throw tonight. Hopefully he goes 4 and we catch the 4th inning. That's the plan. So we're going to preview the game tomorrow, and then I'll send y'all some pics from the game. It's a beautiful park, 100%. Hey, Slam to Jackson, appreciate you hanging out, man. Enjoy the walk. Great win. Go Rangers, baby. All right, let's check out the game for tomorrow. I'm going to do a quick AL West update for you guys. Let you know how the other teams in the AL West are faring on this Saturday. So we've got the Astros and the Mariners 0-0 right now. Mariners won last night. I told y'all on the show yesterday evening, could we get a 2-1 series either way? Could we get Mariners winning 2, Astros winning 1, or vice versa? Just no split. No split at this point. I'm not actively cheering for the Astros, but I don't want to see the Astros get swept because then you don't gain any ground on the Mariners in the wild card. So for me, I'm cheering for a 2-1 series one way or the other. Either Astros win 2, Mariners win 1, or vice versa. Right now it's 0-0 in the top of the second. Evans is pitching for Seattle, and I'm not sure who's pitching on the other side for Houston. McCullers, maybe? It might be McCullers. I think that's what I saw, but I'm not sure. All right, next, we look at the Angels. Angels today lost to the Phillies 9-5. That's good for Texas. A little bit of separation now with LA in the wild card standings. The A's beat up on the Guardians. That is a good thing as well. Guardians are behind the Rangers right now in the wild card standings. The loss to the A's drops the Guardians to 47-50. So good stuff for the Rangers. We'll see how that game goes with the Mariners and the Astros. Little late night baseball for all y'all out in Texas. But hey, look, 7:05. We're going strong right now here in Vegas. So let's check out tomorrow's game. We've got Latz on the mound. I don't think MLB is going to have this updated. Maybe they do. Maybe they're good like that. Oh, they are good like that. MLB.com is good like that. Latz is already slotted in. This is perfect. They knew Right On Rangers was doing a show right now, and I need the matchup. I need the data for tomorrow. So here we go. Skubal against Texas. Evan Carter. Can't imagine we see him tomorrow, but he's 0 for 2. I think Carter probably goes to the bench. Duran. We might see Zeke Duran tomorrow. Maybe Zeke in an outfield role. I think he might be in an outfield role tomorrow, potentially. You move Wyatt to center. Maybe you send Zeke to left field. I can't imagine that they are going to play Carter tomorrow against Tarik Skubal or Osuna. But Duran is 0 for 9, so I don't know if he's the best option either. Foscue and Freeman obviously have not faced Tarik Skubal yet. I think both of those guys probably play tomorrow. Foscue at first, Freeman at third. Dolly, 286 average against Tarik Skubal in 14 career at-bats. Jonah Heim, 231 average against Tarik Skubal with a home run. Heim has taken Skubal deep. Not going to shock me if we see the dual catcher lineup tomorrow. So we got Higgy with a bomb as well. Higgy is 1 for 2 against Skubal in his career with a home run. Wyatt Langford, 2 for 8. Corey Seager, 6 for 9 against Tarik Skubal with a 1445 OPS. Hello. Marcus Semien has taken Tarik Skubal deep. Semien is 3 for 10 against Skubal with a home run, 1017 OPS. Rodwy Tellez has never faced Tarik Skubal. I don't think we'll see Rowdy tomorrow. So you've got Heim, Higgy, and Semien all taking Tarik Skubal deep. Plus you got Corey Seager with a 667 batting average against the guy. Pretty dang good. Pretty dang good. So that's why I say stay positive. I think the Rangers have a shot. Skubal was dominant against us last time out. It was a 2-1 ball game. Patrick Corbin matched him beautifully. But I think the Rangers have a shot. Now, against Lats, Riley Green, 0 for 1. Keith, the second baseman, 0 for 1. Perez, the right fielder, 0 for 1. Gleyber Torres, 1 for 1. Vierling, 1 for 2. Very small sample size, but Jacob Latz, 3 ERA on the year. Let's do a little deep dive on Latz as we wrap up the show here. Latz, game log. Let's see what his last 3 have looked like. Last 3, Jacob Latz has pitched 9 1/3 innings and has given up 3 earned runs. So you're looking at a sub-3 ERA over his last 3 outings. You take it back over his last 4 outings, the ERA gets even better. And then he had a beautiful start against Baltimore, 6 innings, 2 earned runs. Jacob Latz is in a really good groove right now. That's why I continue to say, tomorrow, keep the faith. I think the Rangers got a good opportunity to get a sweep. Schwarber would be crazy. I would love to see that. If they make a splash for Schwarber, I will be over the freaking moon. That would be incredible. Again, Schwarber, Zach Gallen for a pitcher. I would love to go get a Gallen type. And then Real Muto, if you want to reset the catcher position, which I think the Rangers should. I don't care that you have Higgy. I would love to see the Rangers go get Real Muto and just lock down that catcher position for a few years. Pair Real Muto with DeGrom and Evo over the next 2 seasons. Now we're cooking with gas. And then, of course, King Tuck, Kyle Tucker. If you can get Kyle Tucker, you go get Kyle Tucker. And you figure it out later. But that's who I would love to see. Ethan, I'm not super high on Marcell Ozuna with the hip injury. Maybe in the offseason he gets it right. He's aging. I'm not sure if you want to go out and get another aging guy. They tried to do that with Jock Peterson. Jock's season is still to be determined, but I don't know the Rangers are going to be super high on going to get a guy like Marcell Ozuna as a free agent. I don't even know if they're going to do the half-season rental thing. Now, Josh Naylor, I like Naylor a little bit better. That's a little bit more mid-tier, a little less splashy. Not necessarily what Rangers fans want to hear, maybe, but I would be good with the Josh Naylor acquisition. Ethan, it's great to see you, by the way, my guy. Thanks for tuning into the show. All right, guys. We have to finish a no-hitter this year. Yeah, we've been close a couple of times. For sure. Resting Evo is the best decision, Carson. I just said it about 10 minutes ago. There's zero reason to force Evo to pitch tomorrow or to rush him into it. Get the guy healthy. If the Rangers want any shot at doing something special this year, you need that guy healthy for the big games down the stretch. You've already won this series. You already gave DeGrom a little bit of time. If you're going to give DeGrom time, you might as well give Evo time. You're playing with house money tomorrow. I support the decision. It sucks for the fans that were looking forward to it. But look, I still think you're going to get a great game tomorrow either way. I really do. I really do. Hot take, I think the Rangers get the sweep tomorrow. I think they do. I think they find a way to get to Skubal. Jacob Latz has a quality outing. You have the bullpen. It's pretty well rested. You didn't have to throw Martin. You didn't have to throw Garcia. I think the Rangers have a shot. Peterson's status, I think he is 3 weeks away, 2 or 3 weeks away. I think we'll see him at the beginning of August, Brian. I think that's the last thing I heard. By the way, special thank you to all of my paid subscribers on TikTok. I know a couple of y'all stopped by. Thank you to all the paid members on YouTube as well. And then just thank you to all the OGs and the people that have been hanging with me for the past couple of years. Whether you're a paid subscriber, paid member or not, I got a lot of people that have been sticking with me. I started this in early 23, and I've got a number of people hanging out even right now during the show that have been around for a long time. Special thank you to you guys. And look, if you want to take your support of the show to the next level, I opened up about a couple months ago a $2.99 a month subscription. Main perk gets you access to our exclusive Ride on Rangers Discord, which has been killer. A lot of good people in that chat. It goes pretty much all hours of the day. Would love to have you in that. It's pretty much the one thing that I've monetized at this point. Everything else is going to stay free for a long, long time. But if you want to become a member, a subscriber of the show, subscribe button, bottom left corner for TikTok, $2.99 a month. We'll get you into the Discord immediately after the show is over. And if you're on YouTube, I'm going to drop that link for you in the chat. Copy and paste it into a browser of your choice. Again, would love to have you in our Discord community. A lot of you guys have a lot of good insights that help keep the show fresh. And again, you help support me. You help support the show. It's a win-win all the way around. Thank you for considering. And look, I hope you guys have a great rest of your Saturday night. We'll be back tomorrow to cover Sunday Night Baseball, probably going live in the 7th or 8th inning, just like we did tonight. Carson, I'm with you. Rowdy looks good. Hopefully he can give us a few more big hits. Don't know if he's going to bat 300 for us, but if you can hit 4 or 5 bombs in your tenure, I think that's perfect. I do think they are trending towards buyers. And Sarah, I'm going to be at the game actually right after we get off the live here. We're getting the kids in the car. We're driving to the stadium. We're going to go watch John Gray and Josh Young tonight at Las Vegas Ballpark, taking on the Aviators. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Appreciate all y'all. Have a great rest of your Saturday night. Enjoy. Great night to be a Rangers fan. Hopefully we can get the Astros and the Mariners continuing to beat up on each other, gain a little ground in the division and in the wild card. It's going to be awesome. I'll take some pics. I'll put some pics of the field on my story if any of y'all want to keep up. I don't know if I can do it on YouTube or not. So look, on X, on Instagram, Facebook, look, TikTok, I'll post a couple of pics to my story. If you want to keep up, follow along with me as I go to the game a little bit later on. It'll be great. We're not going to stay the whole time, but we'll catch 4 or 5 innings maybe and then head home, get the kids to bed. That's the plan. We're sticking to it. Hope you guys have a great rest of the night. And as I always say to end every show, God bless and go Rangers.